Shraddha, President, Human Resource, Infoline Technologies, a Fortune 100 company with a turnover of $8.3 billion, believe that ongoing learning and development for their people is important for their growth, improved performance, and overall business success. Despite this belief, focus, and investment, many organizations fail at implementing the type of learning culture and training experience that will truly elevate performance and provide significant returns on investment. She knows very well that critical training, learning, and development approaches that exist in her organization are not at all sustainable. As the time is running out, she not only has to figure out the problems in the critical training, learning, and development approaches, but also has to provide sustainable solutions. Shraddha figured out that those responsible for the training, learning, and development lack in-depth expertise in developing or delivering content. She realized that most of the people involved in designing and delivering content have little to no operations experience, and many have never actually led a team. As a result, we often see a situation where the training, learning, and development team will deliver the training they want to deliver rather than what is actually needed in the operation or by the management team. Therefore, it is not surprising that there is a lack of confidence with in-house training teams. Many training, learning, and development teams deliver training that does not directly relate to improving individual or organizational performance. They often focus on measuring success by the number of trainings provided instead of focusing on the quality of what is delivered. And it is no wonder that maximum employees report that they have not developed the art of mastery to do their jobs. Training, learning, and development in the future must be more personalized and customized to what people really need, providing specific training to drive habit improvement. Training evaluation is a systematic process to analyze if training programs and initiatives are effective and efficient. Trainers and human resource professionals use training evaluation to assess if the employee training programs are aligned with the company's goals and objectives. Once lack of confidence in the value of training occurs, management teams become resistant to sending their people to train, and they often do not see the value in their own attendance. As a result, organizations at the request of their training, learning, and development teams will often shift to make training mandatory, thereby forcing individuals into learning. Remember that forced training does not work, especially when the content and delivery is dull and lacks relevance. Training, learning, and development programs need to take a strategic approach to training. It's no longer a one-off tick box event, but an ongoing process of coaching, assessment, and skill development that should be based on organizational need and aligned with identified and monitored business outcomes. When the focus is just on ticking the box with a certain number of events rather than evolving an attitude throughout the organization on the benefits and need for learning, the training investment is often wasted. Companies must establish an attitude and infrastructure that offers employees and managers the time and opportunity for continuous learning on a variety of subjects in a variety of mediums at any time. A learning culture is a collection of organizational conventions, values, practices, and processes. These conventions encourage employees and organizations develop knowledge and competence. An organization with a learning culture encourages continuous learning and believes that systems influence each other. The alarming factor seen in the industry is that training, learning, and development programs are not truly supported from the top of the organization. They say they support training. They often do not engage in any learning and development themselves. True learning culture is the real participation and support from the very top of the organization. Not only the top management stop leading when they stop learning, but also they send a message that training is not as important. Training sessions should not be too long. That is, trying to cram too much information into a single session, or otherwise they will become just boring. So, what's the solution? As attention span becomes shorter, we must evolve the learning experience to be more interactive, built around the human traits which they consider interesting, like games, discussions, and involve participants being hands-on. We need to build training that fits our employees rather than trying to make our employees fit our training. Training strategies must be built around opportunities with time to practice skills learned and less time on introducing new concepts. On the job training is still the best learning experience, so more emphasis must be placed on allowing time to practice in the operation rather than on a computer or in a classroom. In 2016, employers spent about $1,273 per employee on development programs, which is going to be about $2,173 per employee in 2021. But this is not paying back to the companies. Company and its people do not have something to show for their time and money. It needs programs and techniques that can deliver a solid return on investment. Time to build a mentorship program. Spreading out subject matter expertise is great for your company today, but it's also great for business continuity tomorrow. Choosing from the pool of veterans and creating mentors is the need of the hour. These mentors won't be with the organization forever, and when they do leave, their mentees will step into their role without missing the continuity. Best of all, mentorships cost you nothing, and they help employees feel more at home in their roles and more secure in their future. More and more employers are singling out soft skills in addition to experience and practical skills during recruiting. Both are essential if you want well-rounded people working for you. Soft skills include things like active listening, negotiation, intellectual curiosity, troubleshooting, public speaking, and much more. These are difficult to master, but they are vital for well-rounded development programs. In terms of return on investment, they will likely pay for themselves in the form of a more harmonious, effective, and engaged workplace. Gone are the days to offer promotions revolving around tenure with the company. Companies should embrace the trend of personalized progression paths. Personalized progression could be part of the mentorship program or stand on its own. Reconnecting with employees on a regular basis to set practical goals which unite company goals with their own personal development goals is the need of the hour. Ask employees about their role today and what role they'd like to step into given the chance. Find out if there are training courses or seminars they'd like to attend. Then recommend some of your own that align with the goals you have developed together. This can be a way to build engagement, to ensure your training budget is well spent, and to demystify the advancement process. Community participation, engaging in charitable works, and generally giving back to the world is securing top position on the wish list on the employee satisfaction parameter around the world. For corporates, it's a form of employee development simultaneously subtle and impactful. If corporates recognize and reward team members who follow them into the fray and donate their time to a worthwhile and worldly cause, those employees are also willing to follow corporates almost anywhere else too. Training, learning, and development programs not only maximize return on investment by increasing efficiency, employee satisfaction, improving mindset, developing sense of ownership and accountability, but also by increasing the culture of knowledge inquiry and sharing, and by enhancing the ability for workers to adapt to change. Make training, learning, and development effective for the organizational development by primarily relating it to the business. Individuals in an organization should be working together rather than learning individually. Shared learning enables companies to increase their staff quicker and solve problems more efficiently. Training, learning, and development programs should focus on developing a true learning culture, one that inspires open minds, supports change and growth, encourages creativity, delivers innovation, and develops the next level of leaders. Time to consider whether your business is maximizing its investment in training and if your company is approaching training, learning, and development correctly, and whether these learning programs are helping the organizations to maximize their return on investment.